Okay, guys, how you doing? So here's the shit I've been dealing with the last month or so. So last week, someday I don't know what the Regent priests in the spirit world and Jesus Christ. This guy's a real winner. I'm pissed off at him, but that's nothing new. The Regent priests, who I totally fucking hate. I don't totally hate them. I'm not raging at them. But they're assholes, real assholes. And goes like this, man. So the Regent priests in Christ, from me bitching all the time, I want my seeds back because I have two seeds, one seed, one or two seeds. They are creation seeds, the ones that glow when you're happy. They're truth seeds in your heart, make your heart glow. If you have them, you felt it at some point in your life over what you think in your decision making. So when you think of you won the lottery, you're checking the numbers, you fucking can't believe it, and all of a sudden you start glowing inside, or you're in love with a girl and you start glowing inside, or you're in love with a guy, or you're in love and you start glowing, the spark in your heart, those are seeds, right? So anyway, they're creation seeds, which represent the truth in your decision making. Listen to me, this is the truth. And they're part of the creator. The seeds given to you. The seeds help you grow, get up the mountain. Get up the mountain in Christ or God or whatever you want to call it. I say Christ because I'm dealing with Christ to get up. I've been on top of the mountain up fucking 10 times, so it's not even an issue to me anymore. Anyway, that's a whole side conversation. Anyway, the seeds in me were taken away by the Regent Priest a year ago with Loogie Man, the priestess, and people stealing them all the time. They took them right out of me. They've been lying to me for a year and a half, deceiving me, lying, putting bullshit seeds in me. I mean bullshit seeds of they put in Christ seeds, knowledge seeds, everything but truth to creation seeds. And I had 16 creation seeds, 14 since my birth. About 10 years ago, Mama came down, whatever you gonna call her, and gave me two more. So I had 16 seeds. Then the Regent priest took them all away. And the excuses they give are off the charts. They're all over the place. I can't even, I could sit here for an hour fucking telling you, but I ain't. They're the excuses they give me. Anyway, I want my seeds back to live my life and muddle through the fucking swamp of bullshit life on earth. They help me out in ways I can barely describe. Anyway, so 4 days ago or something, they gave me my seeds back. So I start glowing. Now it takes them a while to activate, right? I had a bunch of visions that were my visions and of my shit. And visions I had that weren't mine. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I knew right then. They gave me bullshit seeds. So they gave me like 4 or 5 creation seeds, and the rest were bullshit seeds. They never gave me a 16 back. They said I had 15. So they lied like 3 times. Then I'm laying there that day. I'm going to sleep. Now, when I go to sleep, I can talk to the spirits mentally. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. You gotta be direct. Focus your thoughts. Usually I just bitch, fuck, bitch, fuck. And bitch about everything. Anyway, I was talking to Sarah, and she said about Chris, my neighbor. Now, what Chris, my neighbor, is Chris in physical. I released his spirit. You want to know how I did that? You watched the series playlist, Releasing Chris on YouTube. Releasing Chris on YouTube takes you through the whole steps, and it's rough. So if you want to watch that, if you want to watch how I did that. Anyway, I released his spirit, but his spirit is still hanging around his body, floating around. Now, I was under the impression I have to shoot the physical body, right? Okay. Now I created a separate person from me in the spirit world, astral plane. So I have a familiar, and this guy is just rage with a machine gun. And his fucking objective is to protect me. But he's only controlled by my thoughts. So when I want him to go shoot Chris for turning on the air conditioner, he goes and shoots him in the head. And I see his head splatter. Fucking. But what I'm shooting is Chris will be in his bed sleeping. And I check spiritually if he's in bed or not, or if he's not in bed. And I go shoot him, or I don't. I'm pissed off because the air conditioner's on and he's not sleeping. I can't do nothing. But I shoot his ethereal skins and obliterate them. Obliterate his ethereal skins. Not all of them, just the ones I can tune into in his ethereal body, soul body. But he ain't got a soul, as his spirit is released. His soul is still in him, but his consciousness, mental consciousness, and soul consciousness, it's not totality of what you are, okay, on a spiritual level. Anyway, fuck, I've been doing that for a year, and summer's coming and I ain't putting up with it. I'm fucking shooting him 10 times a day in the spirit world, and I'm totally destroying him. He's on the verge of death right now. Like, he wants to commit suicide. So Christ says, and Sarah says, help him commit suicide. I'm helping him commit suicide. So I release the spirit, but the spirit's not, in some fucking way, I don't even know. The region priests have not told me. His spirit is not totally separated from his body. Somehow there's a fucking symbiosis between his spirit, and his body. So I got his ethereal body down here, and I got his spirit up there running around, screwing around, yelling at the regent priest. He faced the regent priest. He faced Christ. He faced my family. He's hit my kids. The spirit. In the spirit world. This is all in the spirit world, okay? St. Lucian area. Now, I got something to show you here, and I put it in to give you a mental representation of what the spirit world looks like for me. Christ showed me this. This is what it more or less looks like. Okay. Hopefully we can get it up here. All right, here we go. I got it. All right, so this is me here. This is me. Zero astral. This is the illusion. All the white is the illusion. Okay? The astral plane. Zero is in the astral plane too. But zero is closest you come in the astral plane to physical reality when you enter this dimension. Christ and the Regent Priests call it zero. Zero space. Now, how do you get to zero space? You get there when you're sleeping, when you cross over into your soul. So when you go to sleep at night, and as soon as you fall asleep, you enter zero. You enter the astral, your soul. Okay? You're in that place. That is when I shoot Chris in the head when he's sleeping. Okay? And this here is Chris. So when I see Chris go to sleep, his soul in his body, when his soul lays down and sleeps, his spirit is out here running around doing everything for a year and a half. His body goes to sleep. I take myself over to him and shoot him in the head. Now, the reason I do that is I'm trying to breach him, and I have breached him a couple times. I don't know, I heard 6 or 7 times, but it wasn't nothing much. Now, a breach is when a ghost scratches your skin. When a ghost in your room, a spirit, scratches you and you get the fucking marks on your skin, that's called a breach. Now, I want to do a real breach where I blow his fucking head off. Okay? Literally. So I target his brain. So that's what I'm trying to do. Target his brain. This is easiest. And I have to fine tune it to where I get the right frequency of his skin in the zero spiritually. You know how hard that is? When the air conditioner's on, driving you nuts, I have to lay down and meditate, project myself to him laying in his bed next door to me, take my gun in zero space, line it up, find a frequency that he is in zero space between his body and his soul, and fire right into his fucking third eye, or his eyeballs, or his mouth. Somewhere where I can breach him, where I can have the most impact. That is the point in zero space illusion, zero astral. Now, Christ and the Regent Priest and everybody in spirit world call the astral plane the illusion. Christ calls everything the illusion. We break it up so we can understand it, I guess. But for this sake, the illusion is the astral. Okay? So this is where we are. So I have to figure out, and I have been shooting his physical body in the astral. While I was talking to Sarah, she says, stop shooting the body. I've been telling you for a long time now, but you don't hear me, and I can't hear her. I can't hear them all the time because I got no seeds, which brings down the volume in my head. But she says, don't shoot Chris in the body. You got to shoot Chris in the spirit. Chris's spirit. When Chris's spirit goes to sleep with the regent priest. He's in a room in the regent priest with the regent priest in the illusion, because you can't shoot in the regent priest's kingdom. You got to shoot him in the illusion. So the astral. So I have to shoot Chris when he lays down to sleep and crosses over. Into the astral, but he's in the astral. But there's the fine tuning. I don't understand. I just learned this 2 days ago. She wants me to shoot the spirit or the soul or whatever the hell it is. That's his consciousness. Spirit, yeah. So when he lays down and goes to sleep, I can see that in my head physically, because I've been hooked up to him for a fucking year, two years. And I go over to his bed. I take my fucking AK-47, put it up against the third eye, and pop, 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 pop. Shoot him in the head. Now you think, Rich, you're fucking lost in your mind. You're lost in your mind. I know you do. I know it. But guess what? It's real. It's just as fucking real as reality, if not more. And I hate to tell you that, but I used to think like you did, but it ain't. It's just as fucking real. And if you want to find out, you'll go insane. Go meditate your ass off, blow the skins in your brain, and you'll see the spirit world. It's that fucking simple. Anyway, she tells me, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I have to shoot a spirit? I've been shooting a zombie for a fucking, she goes, yeah, you've been shooting a zombie. You've been pounding salt. All you're doing is shooting away his fucking body skins. You gotta shoot his soul. When you shoot his soul is still in his body, but his soul is out of his body. But it's still one when it comes down to zero. So shoot the fucking soul. Trust me, shoot the soul. And Christ complied, and I said, okay, this guy wants to commit suicide. And I'm helping him because I don't want to hear his fucking air conditioner. Even if he wasn't committing suicide, I'd still fucking do it. So I was like a double bonus for him. Well, a bonus for me and double bonus for him. And the other thing was, I thought zero in the astral plane was a different placement, a different level or something. Because they talked about it for fucking 20 years. I've been hearing zero space. I went to the Regent Priest, took me to zero once. And they showed me outer space and the fucking moon, and I'm standing beside the moon. Well, I'm standing, I was pretty close to the moon. And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, this is zero. I go, and I was like overwhelmed. I didn't ask any more questions. I should have. God damn it, I didn't ask. So I didn't know until today. She says, shoot Chris's spirit. When he goes to sleep, he enters zero space. That's when you shoot him to kill him. Just separate his soul from his body and kill him. Meaning you'll kill him, not his soul. You'll kill the body. You separate him from his body. In death, to commit suicide or whatever the fuck he wants done to him. She goes, shoot him in the head, he'll blow his brain, he'll become a fucking, he'll go to the hospital, and the last you'll ever see of him. And he's happy for it. He bitches and complains like I do, but he'll be happy for it. So this is what I gotta do. And I just learned this 2 days ago. I learned zero was the place where your soul transects into the physical. So that's what I got to shoot. When his spirit goes to sleep here, when his spirit goes to sleep here, I got to shoot him in the head. That's what the demon did to me one time when the hole opened up in front of my face. When I woke up out of a dream and there was a hole, a porthole, and a fucking fist came through and punched me in the eye, cut my eyebrow, cut me in between my eyes, cut the side of my head, cut the side of my head 2 times, gave me 2 black eyes. I mean, they were black, they were purple black. But that was from a girl I liked. And the demon that owned the girl, I call it a demon, but you know, what else do you call fucking scum slugs, or a demon, whatever. It punched me in the fucking eye because it had the girl. Anyway, blood all over the fucking place. I'm running around the house. My fucking Daryl, my cousin, he's checking out the place looking for a burglar because he thought a burglar hit me in the head with a baseball bat. A robber. And I'm like, no, man, a fucking fist came out of a porthole. He's like, well, fuck. Don't bring the fucking thing into this house. And I'm like, too late. Anyway, it was just a slug demon, and I killed it later on. Anyway, it wasn't no threat. As soon as I broke away from the girl spiritually, it was all over. And I didn't even talk to the girl. I don't even know her. We just hooked up spiritually over coffee in a coffee shop. I met her in a coffee shop. I didn't even meet her. I didn't even talk to her, for fuck's sake. I made 20 videos about that incident. Anyway, back to the Chris story. So I learned 2 days ago where zero actually is. Zero is the crossroads between the physical body and the spiritual. And you reach that point of zero space when you sleep, when you cross over and you sleep and you go into the delusion or zero illusion. You go into it, and then you can transverse, then you go to Saint Lucian, then you go up, go down, or wherever you go in the illusion. But you first have to go to zero. Zero is where the physical and the spiritual meet. So when Chris goes to sleep, just like I do in the physical body, we both cross in and meet at zero. So when he's sleeping, I go over to him, put a gun, my fucking rifle, up to his third eye, blow his fucking head off. Hopefully, I'll breach him. That's the point where I breach him. That's what I learned 2 days ago. For a year and a half, I did breach him, they said, but I've been pounding fucking salt most of the time, blowing away the third skins of a soul body, which ain't zero. I have to go to zero. And Sarah told me that. I'm like, you fucking waited a year and a half to tell me that? That's vital information I needed to know. She goes, I tried to tell you, but you didn't fucking hear me. I go, you know, there's 400 fucking people talking in my head and I can't fucking hear you. I can't hear anything. It's like 10 radio stations playing at the same time, more or less. Real quiet, but I can't make sense of it, so I just go to sleep most of the time. When I wake up, that is really zero because it's a lot better. As soon as you wake up from your dream and you wake up in your consciousness, in your brain, you wake up in your brain, that's the time to shoot. But for me to reach that point with Chris is virtually impossible. So my best chances are when Chris goes to sleep, I go to sleep, I meditate, I leave my spirit, like sort of like astral travels. I'm right out of my body and I fucking walk into his room, put my gun up to his head and pow, 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 pow. That's what I've been doing. To Chris. But Christine sleeps in another place. His spirit has been released from his body. So I'm pounding salt. I'm pounding the fucking zombie spirit skins. His soul is over here. His soul can't go in his body. His soul has been released from his body because I released his soul from his body. It was called foundation. I took his foundation, ripped it off, opened it up, got rid of it. It closed up around him. His soul was released. But and I thought, fuck, he's dead. He's dead. I released him. And he's not dead. He's driving around in a fucking car. Christ says that he has conscious awareness. Oh, conscious awareness? What the fuck is that? Conscious awareness, pretty self-explanatory. But I didn't know at the time. It's all new to me. I'm learning this shit. I know how to do it in my soul. My soul knows how to do it, but I don't choreograph with my soul and my brain to do this detailed frequency shit in the fucking frequency of all things. So basically, that's the problem I'm having. I have to shoot his soul or his spirit. When his spirit goes to bed, when his spirit goes to bed at night, or whenever the fuck he decides to go to bed, I sneak up with my soul, my spirit, and fucking shoot him in the head. Hopefully, one bullet out of fucking 20 clips. Well, before he disappears, whatever. Because he'll wake up. While I'm shooting him in the head, his head's plastered, all blown. It's different than shooting his meat body. And when you shoot his soul, it's different. The bullets bounce. The bullets barely break through. But when he comes back to his body, that is when I have to. When he comes back to whatever the fuck happens, he disappears. Just like you do when you wake up in your body on a soul level. All the other souls will see you disappear because you wake up in your body. When Chris does it, his spirit, he wakes up and he runs away. And I shot him. They say I shoot him. They say I breached him. In 2 days, I breached him. Then all this shit happens. Okay, that's what I learned, and that's what I did. So I learned 0 means crossroads. 0 is basically when you enter the spirit world. When your physical fucking awareness enters the spirit world and you become your soul. That's where I have to shoot, at that frequency. So I'm trying to find the frequency to shoot fucking Chris, to get a full breach and blow his fucking head off. Now you say this is all, oh, Richard, you're not Jesus Christ. You know, shut up. You don't know fucking nothing. Okay. Besides Chris wanting to commit suicide and me helping him, that's a bonus for me. I never thought that until Jesus Christ told me. Now, what are the fine lines? I can only shoot Chris when the air conditioner's on. I can only shoot Chris when the air conditioner's on to defend myself. Right? Christ told me that. Now I got no blood on my hands. I'm golden. I break that law, I start going down the shitter. Not totally. Now there are things they've told me, Sarah told me, that Christ won't tell you, because it's not good that Christ tell you such things. But the Regent Priest will tell you. My wife will tell me, Sarah. And she says, and we both got into it one time. And that was, how do I get out of this thing? She goes, it all has to do with your with your soul. I go, I'm afraid of going and living in my fucking life in Doom City, right? When I die, I don't want to be on Christ's bad side and go live in Doom City. She goes, doesn't work like that, Rich. You just don't go to Doom City for killing people. When you were Daniel Boone, you killed 43 fucking people. They deserve to die. They deserve to die. It would have been wrong for you not to kill them in Christ's eyes. You had the conscious awareness when you were Boone. These fuckers do not deserve to live on the earth for raping and killing kids and fucking wives and looting and stealing and in war. They're the lowest scum of the scum. You fucking took them out. Good for you. Christ doesn't approve of that, but it's justified. And you're still golden. You went to fucking Doom City. You lived down there for a fucking week, 2 weeks, and they brought you right back up, and you're fucking 100% 13 and above. You can go anywhere in Christ consciousness. Anywhere you want to go in Christ consciousness. Do you understand? It's what you are in your soul that tells Christ what punishment or God or what you are in your soul. I forgot the fucking words she used. I'm so bad with words. She goes, what you are and what you've done in your soul all adds up to what you do in the moment. So if you shoot Chris, feel sorry for him. Feel sorry for him, have compassion for him, and give him love. But you're defending yourself over a fucking air conditioner that's driving you insane. He won't listen to you. You have no way out. Take care of it. The bonus is he wants to commit suicide. So fucking do it. Just fucking shoot the fuck out of him until he's dead. That's what Sarah told me. Don't worry about repercussions from Christ. Because you're off the fucking mountain, Rich. You're above fucking Jesus Christ. You're Christ consciousness. Believe it or not, you are Christ conscious. Once you get off the mountain on level 13, there's 3 levels for you in this picture. 3 levels. 0 is the earth in Astral. 0 is crossroads, more or less. Then level 1 is above 2, 3. St. Lucian. St. Lucian, 45, 48 million people living in St. Lucian. They're not as democratic society. Black people, white people, purple people, fucking shit you would not believe live there. Girls with 3 breasts run around naked, and everybody's fine with it. I don't even care. It's just like Earth, but it'll freak you out. I just said 3 breasts because I was amazed when I saw that. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, they got bars, they got punk rock, they got cars, vehicles, gas, diesel fuel. They got the same issues we have. Most people do. Because St. Lucian is a staging point for being born on the earth. Whoop. Being born on the earth and coming off the earth. You go to St. Lucian unless you're fucking not going St. Lucian, you're going down. I don't know. But that's what they told me. If you make it to St. Lucian, it's low level shit. I can't even stand half of it. It's all fucking sex. There's so much sex. Everybody fucking everybody. Jesus Christ, yeah, they're gay. There's gay Jesus Christ. Watch a Loogie Man. You want to hear about gay Christ and what I've done to them? Fuck. They're gay, but they're not supposed to dwell on the penis and assholes. But they do anyway. It's not till you get up to 13 where shit normals out. So you got 13 of these green lines. You got to go up to level 13. Level 13 is the top of the mountain. When you get to the top of the mountain, you get off. and you go into the light. And there you're with Christ consciousness, more or less. So it's down low, down here on the earth, down low is Jesus and Jesus Christ, all the way up to 13. You know, all the priests in Christianity and all the Christian religions on the earth, all the Christian religions on the earth, well, they have them in St. Lucia too. They have all the priests from all them Christian religions and bishops and fucking religious people. They got them all. They got them all. But guess what? They also got Jesus Christ. You go to the big church, and there's 15 Jesus Christ hanging out there having coffee with the priests. That's what they do, man. Smoke fucking weed, help people on the earth, and drink coffee, they eat pizza. And they all look like, and Jesus Christ, they're all races. Chinese, Oriental people, black people, fucking Eskimos. You got anybody on the earth can become Jesus Christ. You just gotta learn the fucking lessons. Once you learn the lessons, you're Jesus Christ. And I've learned all the lessons in consciousness, awake in my brain, dreaming, and then I wake up from the dream, but I'm conscious in the dream also. And I went through them all from 0, this is how you tie your shoe, to 13 at the top of the mountain, doing mystery shit. And it gets rougher. The hardest dream I had was 2 of them on level 13. They were tough. They were pretty rough dreams to figure out the morality of. I don't even remember it. It was so detailed. But I did them. Then I became a Christ. They christened me, and I became a Christ, and I went into the light. But I was already in the light. But they just moved my awareness to it. But inside myself, it was crazy. But anyway, this is what I learned the last 2 days, 2 days ago. That 0 is the astral of the illusion. Well, okay, we call it the astral plane. They call it the illusion. They call our physical reality the illusion. They call everything the illusion. But 0 is that space in the astral where there's a crossroads into your body. 0 space. But it goes beyond that. I don't really know how, because the region priest took me to 0, and I was up by the moon looking at the stars and the moon. I was looking at our world, our physical world, spiritually. So I was a ghost floating in outer space or above orbit, out by the moon, which the ETs have done to me. Fucking took me to Andromeda Galaxy in the astral, in 0. But it was higher. It was another dimensional plane, or not dimensional plane, another illusion they stuck me in, and I traversed it. It was very, very high, probably above 13. But I don't know how. I don't know. I went myself back to that plane once, and I don't even know how to get back to it now. But anyway, this is the plane you're stuck in, 0. 0 astral. So when you go out now, when you go to St. Lucian, you're not in 0 anymore. You're in St. Lucian proper, and it's just as real as this shit. So I go there fucking almost 3 times a week. But in St. Lucian here, on tier 3, more or less tier 3, they told me it was tier 3. It's just like Earth, Democratic, North America, Canada, United States, Democratic, just like it. Guns, fucking everything. Laws, fighting and bitching about politics. But it's a staging point for you to come to Earth. So it's like they try to keep their society up to standards with the Earth, but they're doing a bad job, I think. Because they got shit in St. Lucian. You can get free clothes. You walk up to a machine and go, I need a pair of socks and shoes and a shirt. You press socks and shoes and a shirt, and the fucking shit materializes right in front of you, and you put it on. What's that? We ain't got that shit on Earth. I don't know why the fuck they think it's a staging point for Earth. Because when you come to Earth, you go to lower substandards. But then people in St. Lucian are wearing masks thinking fucking COVID. I don't want to get COVID. I'm like, you're fucking dead, dummy. You fucking moron. You're fucking dead. You ain't going to catch it. How can you catch it when you're dead? They don't think, some people on St. Lucian think they're still alive and that they're on the Earth. Or that the virus transcends time and space and can be born in St. Lucian. Maybe that's true, but I don't know. I don't think so. To me, DNA particles making up a virus is strictly for the Earth. It is illusion. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting off topic. Man, it's crazy. Stop sharing. So that's what I gotta say. That's been my experience for the past month or so. Still shooting, Chris. I went to. I've been going for 4 weeks. For 4. OW, the Ontario Works Social Fucking Welfare people. I'm on it because I got a stroke and I can't fucking work anymore or whatever. And I can't work because the fucking air conditioners drive me insane. I have to go see the Ontario Works person. And she said, you're fucking going crazy. And I go, I know. And I had my fucking stroke because of the fucking air conditioner for going crazy. So I never told her about any of the spiritual stuff. She goes, you're gonna go see a fucking psychotherapist. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? And she goes, a shrink. And I'm like, all right, fuck. And I can't afford it. And she goes, no, we'll pay for it. So she set me up for 4 missions, for four fucking dates to go see this shrink. And it turns out the shrink is fucking cute and hot. She's really nice person. And I was afraid she's gonna be one of those politically aware, woke fucking people with the blue hair. One of them fuckers. I thought, I'm fucking running out of there. Turns out she's pretty down to earth and normal. But she just listens. And I never told her anything about spiritual. Well, the last date we had, we were just talking about my rage and how I fucking deal with nothing spiritual. But I told her, she's telling me how to deal with my rage psychologically. And it worked. I was amazed. It worked a little bit. I'm still working on it. And so she set me up for 4 more interviews or sit downs with her. And I mentioned I'm a spiritual person. I don't believe in religion. I believe in Christ and Christ consciousness and natural law. And she said, okay, whatever. Well, I talked about a couple of spiritual sub talked, nothing like on here. But the last yesterday, I opened up about the fucking spiritual part, and she said, and I never would have told her anything spiritual, but she said, I go, am I being recorded or anything in here? Are you gonna fucking report me brains? If I tell you what's fucking on, what's going on spiritually in my life, I ain't ending up in a fucking mental ward on pharmaceuticals for the rest of my life. She goes, no, man, we're just here to vent and talk. And I'm like, all right. She wanted to know about my spiritual life, so I opened up everything that I talk about on here. I'm talking to her. So we'll see where it goes. And she says she works for the Ontario government, which fucking is insane, but people do that. She's getting paid to talk. Fucking what else do you want? And nothing's gonna come of it. I mean, unless I abuse, and I ain't abusing anybody spiritual. I ain't abusing anybody in the physical, but in the spirit world, I'll fucking kill you. And I'm trying to kill Chris, but it's a pain in the ass. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to see a shrink because of the fucking air conditioner. I can't do nothing about it. I have to live within it 24 hours a day. I'm going fucking nuts. I got no one to talk to. So my Ontario fucking social worker, she's not a fucking head case. She's an old lady. She's really down to earth and cool. She's nice. She's a nice person. And she said, well, you need someone to talk to because you're starting to talk to me and I'm not fucking ready for that shit. And I'm like, oh, I know. So she says, I gotta set you up with a caseworker, fucking shrink. You go there and you talk to her. I'll pay for it. You get 4 sessions. Well, I get 4 more sessions. She talked to my caseworker, the psychotherapist, whatever the fuck she is. Set it up for 4 more sessions. So we'll see where it goes. I had never told her about anything about the aliens yet. I don't think I will because that's a whole different level. But all the spiritual Christ stuff, I figure Christ may be more down to earth for her to deal with. So, and she seems to be receptive of it. Well, I'll see where it goes. I just hit her with all that shit the other day, and I think I fucked her up. But she says nothing's going to come of it if I speak of it. So, cool. She said people might want to hear it for like a recording. She might make a recording of it, but you won't. It won't be named. Your name won't be on it. It's just for learning experiences for other people that are getting into the field. Anyway, that's all I gotta say, guys. So when you go to, if you ever go to these fucking psychotherapists, don't tell them about the spiritual stuff. Don't tell them about the ETs, because you're gonna be in a fucking mental ward. Be very careful. Don't fucking mention it. Nope. Be very careful. And watch what you sign. Watch what you sign. The papers. They'll fuck you. They fuck you. They will fuck you up. Anyway, I gotta go. Talk to you later.